If you are an MMA enthusiast, then August 9th and 10th, put it in your calendar because I am coming to Phuket, Thailand. I'm going to the world famous Bang Tao gym. August 9th and 10th, I'll be doing a meet and greet, I'll be doing a Q&A, and I'll be teaching a seminar, revealing all the secrets that I had throughout my long and storied, majestic, championship caliber career. Very, very much looking forward to getting out to this world-class facility. August 9th and 10th, put it in your calendar.
Sawadee krap, I'm JP Mestanza, and it's the brand new week. It's Tuesday, July 29th. You're watching Phuket Extra, brought to you by pbcphuket.com. Tensions remain high along the Thai-Cambodian border despite the ceasefire agreement announced on Monday night, as the Thai army accused Cambodia of violating the truce in the early hours of Tuesday. Thai Army spokesman Major General Winthai Subari said that Cambodian forces opened fire at multiple Thai locations along the border, including at Chongbok Pass, after midnight, just hours after leaders of both countries agreed to an immediate and unconditional ceasefire in Malaysia. Major General Winthai said that this shows an intention to violate the agreement and erodes mutual trust, adding that Thai forces responded only in self-defense. The ceasefire, which was brokered by Malaysian Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim and supported by U.S. President Donald Trump, was intended to halt the heaviest border fighting in more than a decade. 5 days of clashes have left at least 40 people dead, mostly civilians, and displaced more than 300,000 on both sides of the border. Despite the overnight skirmishes, local commanders from Thailand and Cambodia met at the Chong Chom border crossing in Surin province on Tuesday morning. They agreed to uphold the ceasefire, halt troop movements, and facilitate the return of bodies and the wounded. However, a government spokesman for Thailand said that the cabinet on Tuesday ordered the military to maintain its forces along the border and do its best to defend Thai sovereignty and territory. The government said in a statement on Tuesday that Cambodian military forces broke the ceasefire agreed on at talks in Kuala Lumpur on Monday between the two prime ministers. In Bangkok, Acting Prime Minister Phumtham Wechayachai confirmed calm had largely returned and expressed hope displaced residents could soon return home. On both sides of the border, some evacuees cautiously began trickling back to their communities. Analysts warned the ceasefire remains fragile given the deep-rooted nature of the territorial dispute and accusations by both sides. Third-party monitoring may be needed to ensure the truce holds. The border conflict, which erupted in late May after the killing of a Cambodian soldier, centers on long-disputed areas near ancient temples. Here in Phuket, provincial officials reassured that the island is nearly 1,500 kilometers from the conflict zone and remains safe and fully open for tourism. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. A 2-year manhunt for a child rape suspect has ended in Phuket. Police from the Central Investigation Bureau's Anti-Human Trafficking Division arrested a 53-year-old Thai man identified only by his first name, Anand, picked up at a secluded fisherman's hut near Bang Duk Pier in Mai Khao this week. Anand had been on the run since early August 2022, when Satun Provincial Court issued warrants accusing him of abducting a girl under 15 years old, committing indecent acts, and sexually assaulting her. The victim managed to phone her mother during the ordeal. Local police rescued her and her parents pressed charges the same day. By the time warrants were signed, the suspect had disappeared. CIB investigators later traced financial and phone records that suggested Anand had slipped onto Phuket's northwestern coast and was living off casual dock work. After several days of surveillance, officers moved in and took him into custody without resistance. He reportedly confessed during initial questioning. The suspect has been transferred to authorities in Satun province in the south to face prosecution. Authorities thanked Mai Khao residents for quietly cooperating with the surveillance effort and urged the public to remain vigilant. Anyone with information about fugitives or suspected child abuse cases can call the 24-hour CIB hotline on 1191. Local officials stressed that Phuket remains safe for visitors. The arrest highlights the island's interagency coordination with national police to track down fugitives who view the province as a place to hide. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. A drunk 32-year-old Thai woman claimed the life of a 19-year-old on a motorcycle when they crossed the central median and crashed head-on with the teenager. And now, calls are being made for stricter road safety enforcement across the island. Police say the collision happened at about 11:40 p.m. on Friday near Mu 3 of Sri Sutorn. According to eyewitnesses and CCTV footage, a southbound gray Toyota Yaris jumped the center median after the driver lost control. It went airborne and struck 19-year-old Trin Namien's northbound motorbike head-on. Rescue teams rushed the teenager to Talang Hospital, but he was pronounced dead a short time later. Photos released by Sisotor municipality show both vehicles destroyed, debris strewn across all lanes, and skid marks crossing the divider. Officers detained the driver, 32-year-old Bacharida Pimta, at the scene. A breath alcohol test at Talang police station confirmed that she was over the legal limit. She now faces charges of drunk driving, reckless driving causing death, and damage to property, as well as driving without due regard for other safety. The accident occurred on Phuket's busiest arterial road, Depkrasatri Road, the same stretch many tourists use en route to the airport, underscoring ongoing concerns about nighttime speeding and drunk driving. Motorists are urged to designate a sober driver or use public transport and to report dangerous behavior via the 191 emergency line or the Phuket Highways hotline. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. Police believe they now have a motive for Monday's tragic mass shooting at a market in Bangkok that saw a gunman claim the life of 6 people, including himself. Police say that it all comes down to a grudge the gunman had over someone scratching his car about 5 years ago. Police identified the assailant as 61-year-old Nai Praden, a licensed gun owner from Nakhon Ratchasima province. Investigators say he harbored a long-running grudge against market security after one guard allegedly scratched his car 5 years ago, a vehicle he was said to guard obsessively. Noi's wife worked at the market as a vendor, and reports say he harbored a grudge since 2019 or 2020. Just after 12:30 p.m. on Monday, Noi forced a taxi driver at gunpoint to the Otoko market in the Chatuchak district of Bangkok. He stepped out and immediately shot 3 security guards. He then hunted down a 4th guard, known only as Nun, and gunned him down. Reloading his 9mm CZ Shadow pistol, he moved through the aisles of the market, fatally shooting a female vendor and injuring 2 other women despite their pleas captured on CCTV. Witnesses recall frantic shouts followed by more than 10 gunshots echoing through the busy complex. After the rampage, Noi sat on a bench outside his wife's stall, fired 1 round into the air, and turned the gun on himself. Bangkok Metropolitan Police Chief, Police Lieutenant General Sayam Bunsom, confirms the attack stemmed from a, quote, personal dispute, not terrorism, noting that Noi had no criminal record but was known for volatility and domestic violence while drunk. Although the incident occurred 800 kilometers from Phuket, local officials here are monitoring developments closely and reaffirm that enhanced security protocols at public venues remain in place after the bomb scares last month. Phuket's tourism sector continues to operate normally, but authorities urge vigilance and ask anyone concerned about safety while traveling in Thailand to follow official advisories and report suspicious behavior immediately. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. The rough southwest monsoon seas have claimed 2 young lives off Phuket's west coast and left rescuers still searching for a 3rd man missing in Phang Nga Bay. At first light on Monday morning, lifeguards patrolling Layan Beach, just north of Bang Tao, found the body of 22-year-old Saudi visitor Daher Suhaib Mohammed S. He disappeared on Saturday while swimming with friends at Bang Tao Beach. Strong currents swept the group seaward. Local residents managed to pull 2 of his friends to safety but could not reach Mr. Daher. Police confirmed no signs of foul play and have notified the Saudi embassy. Just 24 hours earlier on Sunday morning, rescue teams recovered the body of 23-year-old Thai national Niana Saleh from rocks near Nai Thon's wooden viewpoint, 2 days after waves tore him from a group of friends. A team of 25 divers, drones, and PPAO boats had combed the area since Friday evening when he was last seen in the water. But heavy surf hampered night operations. The Patani native had been working on the island. His family had taken his body home for burial. Meanwhile, a multi-agency task force is still scouring waters east of Phuket for 22-year-old Thai national Chetawut Hom, a jet ski operator who fell overboard without a life jacket on Sunday evening. A command post has been set up at Baklok, and Marine Police dive units and village boats resumed grid searches earlier today. Authorities urge residents and tourists to respect red flag warnings, wear flotation devices, and avoid swimming in the rough seas during the southwest monsoon when rip currents and sudden squalls are frequent along Phuket's beaches and offshore islands. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. Phuket is turning its streets and shorelines into a giant open-air studio next month when it hosts Asialink Sketch Walk Phuket 2025 from August 14th to August 17th. Phuket Vice Governor Samawit Supanpai unveiled the 4-day program alongside officials from the Thailand Convention and Exhibition Bureau, the Phuket Arts Association, and local tourism leaders. Artists from across Asia will fan out through Old Town lanes, Sino-Portuguese shophouses, fishing villages, and fresh food markets, filling sketchbooks while exchanging techniques with local talent. Guided walks, pop-up exhibitions, and free workshops will anchor the schedule, all designed to highlight Phuket's heritage architecture, multicultural food scene, and everyday coastal life. Vice Governor Samawit called the gathering a keystone in Phuket's push for sustainable creative tourism, complementing the Thailand Biennale taking place later this year. Residents and visitors are invited to act as, quote, art hosts, sharing stories, posing for portraits, or simply offering directions. Phuket hopes the pencils and watercolors laid down in August will translate into year-round interest from cultural travelers and a fresh economic boost for neighborhoods off the usual tourist map. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. Thanks for catching us on this edition of Phuket Extra, brought to you by pbcphuket.com. We'll see you again tomorrow. Until then, stay classy, Phuket.
Phuket's rapid modernization has made it one of the world's premier holiday destinations. Investors can still buy quality condominiums for as low as $75,000, and luxury properties can go all the way up to $20 million. Condominiums in Phuket are a safe, secure bricks-and-mortar investment, offering foreigners freehold ownership. Call or email Thai Residential, Phuket's #1 trusted real estate advisor, to find your perfect Phuket property.